I'm attorney Seymour Wasserstrom. I practice law all over the state of New Jersey, and I've been helping people all over the state of New Jersey for more than 40 years. In fact, it's closer to 50 years than it is to 40 years. This is May of 2021. I got admitted to the bar in 1973, and I wish I would have counted from day one how many people I've represented in all these years, because I know it's been well over 100,000 people over the years. I love to help people. Practicing law has been a passion of mine for a long time, and in this video I'm going to talk about something that people don't normally talk about. As far as I know, I haven't seen any videos on this subject, and I call it the psychology of bankruptcy. And these are strictly my thoughts and my beliefs, because when I first became an attorney, I didn't know that much about bankruptcy. Over the years, I've represented clients from all sorts of different areas. I've done a lot of criminal cases. I got involved in murder cases. I've done accident cases, malpractice cases, workers' compensation, Social Security. I've had a general practice, and I've had a lot of experience over the years, and there's no saying there's no substitute for experience. I've had a lot of experiences and could really write a lot of books. But about 20 years ago, I started focusing on bankruptcy. And I'll tell you, that's one area of the law where lawyers, at least I'll talk for myself, can have a lot of happy clients. It's hard as a lawyer to get clients to really be happy, but when we can get people out of debt, when I have a client that comes to me and he or she have $30,000 in credit card debt, they're a couple years behind in their mortgage payments, their car's out for repossession, and in 4 months I can get them out of debt completely. They don't owe any money to anybody else, and they save their home from foreclosure. I mean, usually those clients are pretty happy, and a lot of times they get pretty good reviews on Google, which I'm grateful for, but it's more important for me to help people. And I really love to see their smiles on their faces when they come in to see me. And a lot of times they're in tears, they're worried, they're in fear. And that's why I want to talk about the psychology of bankruptcy, because when I first learned about bankruptcy, I found out that a lot of people think bankruptcy is such a horrible thing. Bankruptcy is going to put a black mark on your record. You shouldn't file bankruptcy. It's the last thing in the world you should do. Here's my opinion from having represented many people over the years. Bankruptcy can be a real blessing when you need it. Bankruptcy is really based on the Bible. I learned that from one of the bankruptcy judges about 20 years ago, where the Bible talks in the Old Testament book of Deuteronomy about forgiveness of debt. Every 7 years, God said people should be forgiven their debts, and a lot of the slaves were set free. They had what's called the year of Jubilee. So bankruptcy is based on the Bible. That's my belief. And bankruptcy is something, it's your constitutional right. When they passed the Constitution, whatever year it was, 1789 or something like that, they put in about bankruptcy. The bankruptcy is based on the federal government laws. Everybody pretty much knows Donald Trump. He filed bankruptcy. Some people think he can only file bankruptcy for once. He filed 6 different bankruptcies for his big businesses before he became president. And just so you'll know, in case you have trouble and you file bankruptcy once, you can file bankruptcy usually twice, 3 times. I've had clients over the years that have filed bankruptcy 6 times or more. I don't recommend that, but I just want people to know you can file bankruptcy more than once. Bankruptcy to me is about the balance of power. It's sort of like David from the Bible versus that big giant Goliath, where David took his slingshot and in one shot killed that Philistine giant. When people are in financial trouble, when you owe a lot of money to the credit cards, when you're behind in your mortgage, when you can't pay your car payments on time, when you can't pay your utility bills and you're in jeopardy of being shut off, who's got the power? So the electric company, the gas company, they got the power. The mortgage company, they got the power. The credit card companies, they got the power. Where's your power? What rights do you have? If you can't pay them, pretty much you don't have any rights. What happens if you file bankruptcy? The minute you file bankruptcy, guess what? The balance of power shifts. And it's like David versus Goliath. You, the honest consumer, who's probably been working hard for years and years, and maybe because of COVID, maybe because you lost your job, maybe because of medical problem, maybe divorce, maybe legal problems, maybe family problems, maybe one of your kids got in trouble with the law. Most people who need to file bankruptcy, I'd say 99% or more, it's not their fault. They've been victims of circumstances that they can't control. Well, guess what? You can control your circumstances once you file bankruptcy. Why? Because the law gives you very powerful rights. I've got clients come to me, they're in jeopardy of getting their vehicle repoed. We file bankruptcy, we stop it. I've got clients coming to me, they've had their vehicle repoed a week ago. We file bankruptcy, they get their vehicle back. I've got clients coming to me, they've got a sheriff's sale coming up. I had a client come to me 1 hour before the sheriff's sale here in Cumberland County. We filed that bankruptcy before the sheriff's sale. We got that stopped. That shifts the balance of power. You can be a little guy, little lady, whatever you call yourself, honest, hardworking, little people. I like to call myself, I just came up with this idea maybe a couple months ago. I've represented over the years, I've represented what I consider to be the underdogs. Remember the Philadelphia Eagles when they won the Super Bowl, 2018? They had to win like 4 or 5 games in a row. They were the underdogs in every single game, and they won every game. Well, that's what I do. I represent underdogs who win. I represent the underdogs against the big corporations, the big banks, the big mortgage companies, the big credit card companies, and we want to win. And you can win when you file bankruptcy if you know what to do. And if you have somebody who's in your corner fighting for you. If you're in financial trouble, I'm here to fight for you. I'm Seymour Wasserstrom. I've got offices all over the state of New Jersey, in 5 different offices. 856-696-8300 is the best number to call me at. 856-696-8300. Our offices are open usually till about 6 p.m., but even after 6 o'clock, they're transferred to my cell phone. I happily talk to clients. I happily talk to people that call me. That's what I'm here for, to help people. We've got a great website, wipeoutyourbills.com. If you want to check it out, I got a lot of blogs there. I got a lot of videos there. I got a lot of helpful information to help you. We want to help you, if you're in financial trouble, to shift the balance of power. I would say don't be afraid of those big corporations. Don't be afraid of those big billion-dollar giants, because when you file bankruptcy, the federal law protects you. You have power. When you file bankruptcy, there's something called the automatic stay. The companies that are suing you, if you're getting sued, the lawsuits stop. If they're trying to repossess your car, that stops. They took your car. If you act quickly, you can get it back. Some of my clients own their houses free and clear without a mortgage, but they haven't been able to pay their real estate taxes. They could lose their home by not paying the real estate taxes. If we file bankruptcy in time, we can stop that and help them save their home. Some of my clients have their electric's been shut off, their gas has been shut off. We file bankruptcy, they've got to turn your electric on, they've got to turn your gas on. Some of my clients are getting garnishments on their salary. We file bankruptcy, we stop the garnishments, and sometimes we can even get back all the money they've taken in the last 60 or 90 days from their wage garnishment. Some of my clients are facing sheriff sales. We file bankruptcy, we stop the sheriff sales. I want you to know it's not a shame to file bankruptcy. I want you to know if you're coming to me, hopefully on time, because a lot of people come to me, they've wasted a year, they've wasted 2 years, they've been paying these debt consolidation companies or debt settlement companies all this money, they're still getting sued, they wasted thousands of dollars, which they'll never get back. They say, I wish I would have done this years ago. I wish they would have done this years ago too. I wish they would have come see me. But whenever you come see me, my job is to stop the lawsuits against you, to stop the people from harassing you, to stop the phone calls, and to make you aware of the power you have, to make you aware you don't have to be in fear, you don't have to be scared, you don't have to be powerless. You've got power, you can take control once you know the law. Knowledge is power, but you got to use that knowledge to take control and take charge of your debts. I'm here to help you. I'm Seymour, your underdog advocate, your underdog warrior. I want to fight for you. Call me, 856-696-8300. Website, wipeoutyourbills.com. I'll be happy to help you. God bless.